Welcome to the WIAA Individual Sectional Wrestling Tournament on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, coming to you from West Salem Bangor High School, the same place the Red Raiders won 2 dual meets this past Tuesday to get to the team state championship. Here's your top 2 wrestlers out of this sectional will go to the state individual tournament. The Red Raiders have 12 weight classes covered here. They are short 2 wrestlers as they were taken out in the regionals last weekend, and that's at 144 and 165. First up for the Red Raiders at 106 pounds, Deegan Armagast, the number 7 ranked wrestler in the state, takes on Max Schroeder out of Sparta. You definitely need to win this first match. This is all individual wrestling now. Team score is not important. Inside single leg shot by Armagast on the edge of the circle. Trying to figure out how to elevate back trip. Covers him up, takes him down for 2. Right on the edge of the wrestling circle. Armagast turns Schrader back in towards the center a little bit anyway, so they can keep wrestling here. Trying to inch him a little bit farther in. Reverse bar now by the Red Raider. 48 seconds left. Now got a bar on the wrist, running him over the top. Near fall coming for Armagast. Stacking him up pretty tight on his shoulders. Got 30 seconds left to stick him tight to the mat here. Craig Tim volunteering this Saturday. We thank him very much. And there is the fall in 1:38. Deegan Armagast advances. He will take on the winner of Cale Pollock out of Toma and Desmond Severson out of Baraboo. Next up for the Red Raiders, Gavin Jacobs at 113 pounds. He's ranked 14th. Takes on Seydun Nijai out of Madison East. We'll bring you that match when we return to the individual sectional here in West Salem Bangor. 120-pound first-round matchup. Landon Freeman, ranked number 11 in the state. Junior, 31-9, takes on Xavier Alexander of Madison East. He's a junior at 2-13. Again, the regional, you have to win your first-round matchup. So if he had a bye in that regional, he advanced even with a 2-13 record. Freeman with a quick takedown leads 2-1, and a cut loose going in for another takedown off a single leg. Freeman with a shot in again. Got to a double, trying to crawl up the body and gets his takedown. Now they're going to cut him loose one more time. Looking for extra team points, for pins. It doesn't make a difference. So you're looking just as an individual to win your matches in advance. Another double leg shot right at the knees. And Alexander basically falls backwards to the seat of his singlet. It's 6-2 with a minute gone in the first period. Still waiting for the Deegan Armagast opponent. Those 2 matches are going on in front of us here. Still riding with an arm bar is Landon Freeman. 15 seconds left, got a bar on the wrist, going to try to run the bar for a few extra points. Trying to settle him in here, sitting out, puts the pressure on those shoulders. 5 seconds left. Armagas looking to sit out and plant the shoulders down, and they stop it for the end of the period. Just ran out of time. 3 near fall, 9-2 after 1 period. Armagas. Freeman. My mistake. Freeman ranked number 11 in the state. The other side of the bracket has Noah Henderson of Holman. He's ranked 15th right now. Slide by missed by Freeman. Another takedown. And a bar instantly with wrist control for the Red Raider. Trying to sink that bar in as deep as he can. Now has the wrist trapped underneath, lost the wrist, re-grabs, runs it over the top one more time. Alexander on his shoulders. Freeman trying to flatten him down here. Alexander's fighting all he can, down 11-2. Freeman sitting this out. Alexander close to going over completely. Under a minute left. Armagas looking like, what do I have to do to pin him? 3 near fall, 14-2. Here goes Freeman again with a half and a wrist tied up. Pins that arm down. 24 seconds left. Hunting a pin is Landon Freeman. Little bit far over if he can sink back. Didn't need to. 14 seconds left. 3:46 on the fall for the Red Raider Freeman. He'll take on the winner of Cade Parrish of the Reedsburg area and Cooper Feiner out of DeForest. Next up, 113-pounder Gavin Jacobs. Jacobs into a single leg, trying to get to a double, and they go off the mat. Gavin is taking on Sadhu Najai out of Madison East, 14-11, a sophomore. Jacobs a junior, 17-11. Najai in on a single leg. Short drag, missed the leg on the way by. Off wrist control. Jacobs into a single, trying to hit a barrel roll. He's got a takedown, pops his head out, locks him up. 2-0 with 1:05 left yet in the first period. Got to watch for potentially dangerous, and there it was. You could see the hand of Jacobs in that bar up over the shoulder area, and that's potentially dangerous. Still with a bar is Jacobs. Bottom half of his bracket, Vincent Moa out of La Crosse Central and Mason Spear out of Waunakee. Off the mat they work. Got 33 seconds left, still with a 2-0 lead for Gavin Jacob. Again, the Red Raiders having 12 wrestlers in this tournament. 12 weight classes filled here. Hard start stopped by Jacobs. Got a bar on the right-hand side, looking to get a wrist. Runs him over. Looking for near fall. Referee said he just rocked back and forth. Didn't control him there. Now he's got near fall coming. Got 3 that time on a near fall. 2 seconds, 1, end of the first period, 5-0 the Red Raider. Jacob's choice, he defers on the flip of the disc. And the Jai's choice, he is going to go. We'll see, he's tying up his shoe right now. And he's going on top. Caution Najai, jumping to start. Improper starting position. Jacobs pivots right to a high base to his feet. Now he's got to use his hands here a little bit. Najai able to lift, take him back. Jacobs building to a high base again. Got some hand control this time, trying to turn inside. Steps across the body, gets the reversal, has Najai on his back. Round the corner he goes. Reverse half. Najai flexible enough to fight that off and get turned stomach back down. Near fall again, double bar. This gets tight, and there's a pin. And 2:30. Gavin Jacobs advances with a pin over Sadhu Najai. He'll take on the winner of Vincent Moa and Mason Spear. That match is out on the mat right now. I don't see any other Red Raiders going, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the individual sectional. Carter Freeman's first round matchup at 126 pounds. He takes on Mitch Ziegler out of Sparta, I do believe. SPWH, Joyce, that's Sparta? Yep, she says that's Sparta. Ziegler, sophomore, 7-15. Freeman, junior, 39-4. Take down Freeman. They're going to cut him loose. Going to be 2-1 inside of 10 seconds. Two take down there, trying to get to a headlock. Couldn't get there. Got a bar now. Wrist caught. Going to try to run him over. Freeman got 2 near fall already, and he runs him over on a double bar. Scoops the head. Now goes to a head lift. This is getting pretty tight. Got a long time to pin him. Freeman with a pin in 53 seconds. He advances into the semifinals. He'll take on the winner of Jared Plumendall, West Salem Banger, or Wanake's Peyton Schultz. Next up for the Red Raiders, I do not see another wrestler ready to go. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the individual sectionals from West Salem Banger. And we got 138-pounder, Aiden Armagast, 13th ranked wrestler in the state, a junior, 29-7, taking on Lucas Evans of DeForest, 31-10, a senior. Armagast with a takedown instantly off the bat, I should say. Working with a tight waist and wrist control. Evans looking to come back to his feet. Armagast taking him backwards off his balance. Now chops the wrist down. .103 left as Aiden Armagast has Evans on his back temporarily. Now running him with a bar one more time. 50 seconds left. Evans trying to kick out of it. Armagast can't quite catch him there this time. Got two more near fall. It's ahead 4-0. Wrist tied up again underneath on the right side. 30 seconds left. And we have Jack Ackerman and Abors Denavi from Middleton. Denavi is sophomore, 24-11. Jack Ackerman, freshman, 15-11. Armbar in on the near side as the period runs out for Aiden Armagast. Hard roll attempt by Evans, and Aiden Armagast in the saddle, rode right along with it. Got the wrist tied up underneath pretty deep here. Looking to possibly get a tip. Then Navi just took down Jack Ackerman. He leads 2-0. Ackerman working to his feet. Then Navi with a cradle locked up. Warning stalling in on Denavi, not taking Ackerman back to the mat, and 1 point escape Ackerman. 49 seconds, he trails 2-1 first period. Aiden Armagast again. Lucas Evans trying to roll him, and that's potentially dangerous as the knee got bent against the normal action of the joint. Minute 2 left, second period. Aiden Armagast ahead to 4-0. Aiden Armagast in a really tough bracket at 138. Preston Cratcheville's already waiting in the semifinals for the winner of the Aiden Armagast-Lucas Evans match. Cratcheville ranked 4th in the state. On the bottom half, you got number 10, Colton Harris, and number 15, Mason Chambers. One of the more loaded weight classes here. Ackerman Denavi working on their feet at the end of the first period, and Ackerman trails 2-0. 2-1 Denavi. After one. Aiden Armagast looking to get a turn here. He's got a wrist tied up all the way underneath. Denavi tried to turn and cut back. Aiden Armagast trying to catch him and stay in bounds. They're out of bounds, end of the period. 4-0 Aiden Armagast of Rapids. He chooses down to start the third period. Jack Ackerman gets reversed on the restart of the second period. 4-1, and he's trying to reverse Denavi. And Ackerman gets the reversal. It's 4-3. Hip tip now by Evans on Aiden Armagast. The referee said no near fall. Legs right on the right-hand side. Aiden Armagast got to get rid of that legs ride, kick that leg out. Got a minute 10 left. He's still ahead 4-0. Now he's got the leg fought through just to an ankle bite now. High base. Trying to step inside, kick the leg right out. Got the leg caught underneath, see if he can catch Evans. 41 seconds left. Off the mat. Second period, 45 seconds left. Jack Ackerman trails 4-3. He's on top riding. 5-1, they put, hard shuck, but right into a single by Evans, and Evans covers him up, gets a takedown. It's 5-2 now. Legs right again by Lucas Evans. Ackerman's having a hard time from underneath. Armagas having a hard time underneath. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. End of the match. 5-2. Aiden Armagas advances to take on Preston Crutcherville out of Holman. Still 4-3. Jack Ackerman trailing in the second period. 5 seconds left there. And that's the end of 2 periods in the Ackerman match. Ackerman's choice, he's going down. Carter Freeman wrestled Abours Danave in the team sectional first round, pinned him, so these two did not meet in that dual meet. Ackerman now to his feet, working on hand control. Danave takes him back in control of the mat, and Ackerman right back to his feet, working on hands again, moving his feet around the mat. Warning, stalling Danave, that's going to be a point. That tied the match. And a 1-point escape as well, should be 5-4. Ackerman, he's in on a single leg. And Danave counters, tried to throw a headlock. Ackerman covers him up, just ducked the head. 7-4 now. Danave dangerous though, rolling around on the bottom. Ackerman now with a tight waist and wrist control. Can't throw it from your feet. And Ackerman gets headlocked. Ackerman hung his head, tried to throw a half from the high base position and got headlocked over. And he's in deep trouble here. Near fall will put him behind. Three near fall Danave. 1 point Ackerman, illegal headlock. 9-7, 33 seconds left. And the officials coming over to discuss it with the table. And Danave's coach for Middleton not happy about the illegal call. .33 seconds left, 9-8 on the scoreboard. Ackerman trails. He's got to get one to tie, put it into overtime. Again, Ackerman a freshman. Danave a sophomore. They're both getting a little time to get a little air back in the tank there as the coach from Middleton's getting a discussion from the official. And now a side official comes out and wants to have a conversation with the head official in the match, and I'm not sure what about. 9-8, Ackerman trails Danave with 33 seconds left. The official explaining what his call was. Ackerman going down to start the final 33 seconds. Ackerman trying to hit a switch. Denavi picking an ankle. Ackerman now to a high base. Denavi puts him back to the mat. Ackerman trying to hit a switch. He's got the reversal with 15 seconds left. He's ahead 10-9. But Denavi comes back out and gets a reversal back. Just outpowered Ackerman. 11-10, Ackerman goes down to defeat after he had it won late. Upset there. And Ackerman done for the year at 132 pounds. That's a heartbreaker. Next up for the Red Raiders at 138, we've seen Aiden Armgas with a 5-2 win. 150-pound matchup. Mason Tritz takes on Quinn Pfeiffer out of Waunakee. We'll bring you that when we return. Wrestling now at 157 pounds. Bennett Weidman, number 4 ranked wrestler in the state, senior, 37-5 against Harrison May out of Waunakee, 16-20, a senior, shot in out of single leg. Coming out the back door, Polish style, is Weidman. Going to figure out how to come out the back. And he does. Now back to a double lift. Sets him down nice and gently. Gets his takedown. Weidman looked to get to a cradle, but Harrison May controlled the arm, took it over his shoulder, and was able to turn inside, get the escape on the edge of the mat. 2-1, a minute 10. Weidman in on another single right at the ankle. Again, Polish double style. May picking an ankles on the backside. Weidman trying to turn the corner in between the thighs here. Switching side to side, and it's up, picking a correct side and getting a takedown as he turns and covers the body up. Mason Tritz will be up shortly at 150 pounds against Quinn Pfeiffer out of Waunakee. Half wrist. Trying to run him right over the top is Weidman. Not quite. Got a little bit too much fight in the gas tank yet. Chops that wrist down, grabs the elbow, controls it, and we got the end of the period. 4-1, the Red Raider, Weidman. May's choice, he chose down. Thank you for exercising your choice. Normally you would defer. Weidman's got him in deep trouble. There's the pin in 2:19 on the fall. $2:19 the pin time. Didn't take him long from the second period when it started. Fires a half and a wrist. Said good night to Harrison May. 150-pounder Mason Tritz against Quinn Pfeiffer out of Waunakee. Pfeiffer is a sophomore, 20-6. Tritz a junior, 24-5. Russian arm tie by Pfeiffer. Tritz remains with some hand control, snaps down. Just not quite quick enough to spin the corner and get behind with a takedown. Underhooks. by Pfeiffer. Front headlock now by Pfeiffer. Tritz go to barrel roll. Can he come up, pop the head out? Pfeiffer looking to hang on to that far side leg. To take down Mason Tritz outside the circle. And they were coming back to the center with 44 seconds to get a fresh restart. Mason Tritz on top. That's his best position. He's long. Likes the roll around type stuff a little bit. Loves to cradle. And you can see him looking to lock it up here. But Pfeiffer tried to arch his back and stand up through the cradle attempt. Tritz again, cross face. Trying to walk that head towards the knee. Pfeiffer straightens out on the bottom. Now Tritz tried a barbed wire, but then backs off, goes back to the cradle. And a 1 period 2-0, the Red Raider. The disc comes up red, Tritz's choice. He's going to defer. Pfeiffer's choice from Wanakee. He's going on their feet. And that's the scout on Mason Tritz. Best position for Tritz is on top. Second best probably on the bottom. Into a double leg. Got his head caught in the middle. Trying to drive in. Inside knee pick by Pfeiffer's got Tritz on his chest. Now Tritz pulls his knees up under him. Tritz still trying to hang on to a leg. Now he's got Pfeiffer on the seat of his singlet here. See if he can work up the body. Pfeiffer clears his hips. .45 seconds left, still working on their feet. Tritz trying to gain some control here of Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer trying to step through with a trip, trying to get to the legs, trying to short drag him on by here. Tritz gets an arm out, takes Pfeiffer to his back off a hip toss. Got a chance to pin him here. Pin for Mason Tritz. Second period pin for the Red Raider. He'll take on the winner of Sam Zanton and Dalton Johnson. Zanton at number 4, ranked wrestler in the state. Good work for the Red Raider. As we got the crowd going, ooh and ah, 2 wrestlers on the one mat flew right into the scores table. So we will take a quick break and we'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Back now at 190 pounds, Kyler Tritz, ranked number 5 in the state, 35-5, a junior. Will take on Briar Herring of DeForest, freshman 21-16. Update on Mark Jeske at 175. Either there was an injury or a non-making weight for Coletti Hill, and there was a win by forfeit for Mark Jeske, so he's in the semifinals against Brady Kuhn out of Onalaska. So now we got that updated. Trips around the corner off an arm drag to a high single. Trips takes him down, leads 2-0. Trips with a wrist, a hip tip. The referee wouldn't give him the too near fall. Looked like he had him exposed there for more than one count. Now it's just an arm bar and a wrist. Minute 8 left yet. If Kyler Tritz is able to win his match, he takes on the winner Miles Olson or Reed Falk out of Middleton. Falk would be the odds-on favorite there. Now again, a bar and a wrist. Runs him over, 45 seconds stacked up on his shoulders. He rolled across them once. There's the pin for Kyler Tritz in 121. Kyler Tritz in the semifinals at 190 pounds. We'll bring you, we're going to stay right here. Grayson Reimer on the mat, same spot. As he is going to take on Logan McIntyre of Suck Prairie, junior, 26-17. Reimer, a senior, 26-7 for your Red Raiders. Tanner Gormanson coming up shortly here. He'll take on John Rogers out of Baraboo, 25-22 and a sophomore. Now we'll watch Reimer go to work. In the very bottom spot in the bracket is McCoy Smith out of Waunakee, who is number 16 ranked, 26-8, a sophomore. The top half is Jesus Gonzalez, 28-0 right now, a senior from Reedsburg area. He's good, and he is ranked third. That's in the other half. Along with Trevor Arentz out of West Salem Bangor. Left yet, still on their feet. Reimer with some wrist control. Reimer into a single, change to a body lock, front trip, takes him down, 2-0 lead. Nice little combination there for the Red Raider. Trying to force down on the head to put a half Nelson in cross body. McIntyre trying to turn inside. And they're warning stalling Reimer. They were out of bounds for a couple of ticks on the clock. The coaching staff was hollering to let him go. He's already got the warning though. It's 2-1, they're on their feet. Reimer's the guy that's not going to fly around the mat. Hard snap down right to the face. And Reimer covers him up with a takedown. End of the period. Nice takedown at the end. 4-1 the lead for the Red Raider. McIntyre deferred. Reimer, he'll choose the down position. One point escape. Reimer around the corner he goes. Got the takedown, opening up a little bit of a lead now. And they're going to cut him loose. 6-2 on their feet. Reimer's very athletic, as we'd mentioned numerous times. Mason Tritz will get Reed Falk in his next round matchup, the number 12 ranked wrestler. .115 left, hard snap again, almost had McIntyre on his face one more time, but he was just able to catch his balance a little bit. That's primarily Reimer's takedown right there. And inadvertent fingers in the eyes. And the referee's going to give McIntyre a chance to, lost the contact there, and they found it. Going to head over, give that to the coach. Score says 6-2. They went to 5-2, now back to 6-2. And we'll see what the end of what the now they're going back to 4-1. They've been all over the place here. We'll wait. We got a little time. We'll be here for the rest of the day. Now we got 5-1, now up to 7-1. All right, I guess we're good at 7-1. They missed an escape in there somewhere. No, wait a minute, now we got to check one more time. And they were both on their feet. The official was going to put McIntyre down. 7-2, they're on their feet. Here we go. 53 seconds left, second period. Back to wrestling. After a poke in the eye, a loss of a contact, and a little bit confusion. Hard snap again by Reimer. Didn't go that time. McIntyre had a good collar tie on him. Hard double collar snap. Around the corner he goes. Spins, takes him down 9-2. 19 seconds left. Reimer took a quick check of the coaching staff. What do you want me to do? And they said, fire half, keep him down here. Ride him out for this final 10 seconds. Reimer with the trip, takes it back to the mat. 9-2 the lead, and McIntyre's going down. Reimer puts McIntyre on his feet, giving him the free point and the free ride to his neutral position, 9-3. Third period action. No mistakes now from Reimer. Stay in a good stance, protect the legs, don't get thrown. McIntyre not able to mount much offense. Bad shot in. Reimer around the corner with some agility, takes him down, and they're going to cut him loose again. 11-3. Same thing again. McIntyre with a shot. Reimer smacks him to the mat, spins behind. 1:20 left. And blood time on Reimer. And we got blood time on the Red Raider. They got that all stopped, plugged up, ready to go. 13-4 the lead. Big heavyweight Tristan Brennan of Holman just got a pin. That's the potential opponent for Tanner Gormanson after hopefully he gets his first round win over John Rogers of Baraboo. And these two have split decisions. Gormanson had an excellent match against him. beat him in the team duel. Hard snap again, and this Reimer runs him right over, catches him to his back off the mat, 2 takedown. Reimer's got some physical ability, boy. He is one heck of an athlete. Got some quicks. 15-5 now the lead. They're going to put him on their feet, 15-6. It's interesting to watch Reimer. He's just a kind of a little bit quirky, but one heck of an athlete. Too bad he's a senior. "45 seconds, both fighting for upper body collar ties. Another takedown, 17-6. 12 seconds left. Little front trip takes him back to the mat after McIntyre got to his feet. And there's the end of the match, 17-6. Grayson Reimer of Wisconsin Rapids. Gormanson will follow him right behind with the next matchup. He's taking on John Rogers out of Baraboo. Gormanson, number 16 in the heavyweight rankings, 30-8, a junior. Rogers, a sophomore, 25-22. See how the Red Raider heavyweight fares here. Again, one of the smaller heavyweights at probably around the 250 to 255 area. And a few of these guys, Zweifel from Sparta is a full pull and very good. So is Lenzendorf from Waunakee, who's ranked 7th, and Brennan from Holman, who's ranked 15th. Both wrestlers with a collar tie. Working for inside position. Gormanson fights to an underhook. Needs a little better head position. Loses that. Goes to a Russian arm tie now. Gormanson backing Rogers around the mat temporarily. Underhook again with head position this time. Front trip. Pinch headlock. Missed it. Wasn't quite committed enough there. Maybe he felt the pinch headlock slipping a little bit. Warning, stalling. Rogers. Slide by. Gormanson around the corner, takes him down. 2-0. Gormanson chopping that left hand wrist. Has it tied up underneath temporarily. And Rogers able to get that free. End of the first period is here. 2-0 Gormanson, your Red Raider with a lead. Disc comes up green. Rogers' choice. He's going to defer. Gormanson is going down. 1 point escape. Gormanson, as he worked to his feet quickly, turned and faced Rogers. He's ahead 3-0 with a minute and a half left in the second period. Slide by, got to the side. Can he get it wrapped up? A lot of body to wrap your arms around. And they're back neutral again. Double underhooks now for the Red Raider. Warning, stalling. Rogers, 1 point. Gormanson. Should be 4-0. Gormanson double unders again. Warning, stalling. Rogers, second point. Snap down. Missed it. Not sure the scoreboard's right at 4-1. Should be 5-0.
Wilson and Lenzendorf will move to mat 1. Wilson and Lenzendorf will move to mat 1.
Slide by, missed again.
We'll be going down to 2 mats.
Rogers gets backed up again. Now it's 2 points for Gormanson. Should be 7-0 now. They added one of the stalling points in the wrong column. Gormanson's opponent, Tristan Brennan out of Holman, waits in the semifinals for a matchup again with what looks like Tanner Gormanson. One other heavyweight match yet to go, and that's Colin Wilson of La Crosse Central, a junior at 25-17. He takes on the 7th-ranked Jackson Lenzendorf out of Waunakee, who's 37-5 and a junior. Lenzendorf, the full pull heavyweight, and can wrestle. He took apart Tristan Brennan in the individual regionals and stuck him.
7-0 is right.
As a reminder, there should only be 3 team personnel in the corner. Only 3
7-0. They got the score back right now. Second period. And Rogers is close to getting tossed out of here with Stallings. Shuck over by Gormanson to body lock with a front trip. Takes him back to the mat 9-0. Gormanson just cannot get a little careless or sloppy here. Big guys can get put to their backs at sometimes in a hurry and a lot of weight to get off your chest. Nice start by the Red Raider. Chopped the wrist, drove him off his base. End of the second period is here. 9-0. Gormanson. And we go both on our feet. Gormanson again, the underhooks. Gormanson, double underhooks, jacking him up. Rogers trying to stay somewhere close to the mat, but he's outside of it again. Warning, stalling one more time. That's the match right there. Gormanson with an 11-0 decision win. Tanner Gormanson just putting the pressure on all match long to Rogers, and Rogers just kept backing up around the mat, not stopping the wrestling action there. That's a DQ actually for stalling, and Lenzendorf just got a pin from Waunakee. Semifinals, Brennan and Gormanson, Zweifel and Lenzendorf. Now they're going to run around to the girls, and we'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling when we return to West Salem Bangor. We are back at the semifinals of the WIAA Division I sectional from West Salem Bangor. Deegan Armagast at 106 pounds, taking on Desmond Severson. from Baraboo. He's a sophomore, 35-9. Now, 36-9. Deegan Armagoss, 34-8, the freshman. Severinson ranked 13th. Armagoss ranked 7th. The other half, Brock Needham Holman and Tegan Moore, West Salem Bangor, Brett Farrell of Wanakee going at it. Arm tie by Armagoss, jab attempt, spun him right out of bounds. Back to the center we go. Deegan Armagoss with a pin in the first match over Max Schroeder out of Sauk Prairie. Severson won on a technical fall over Cale Pollock out of Toma. Arm drag again, around gets to the body lock, and Severson ran for the out-of-bounds circle. No stalling call. Joyce was throwing a stalling up. Was kind of obvious. But maybe the official will give him a second chance. Slide by, missed. 45 seconds left. Sweep shot. Off the wrist control, trying to pin it down. And again, Stevenson off the mat, backed right off there. Young official here. Good to see in one aspect because not many young officials. Front headlock. Inside leg. Single. But got stood up. 15 seconds. Deegan Armagoss doing all the offensive work here. Snap down again, 3, 2, 1, and there goes Severson off the mat for the fourth time. Flip of the disc comes up red. Armagoss choice, he takes down. Again, the thinking there, as we'd mentioned on previous broadcasts, when you're tied after the first period and it's your choice, you choose probably down. Cradle from the feet. Got two in a reversal. There goes Severson on his back. You want to choose a down position to try to score first because at the very final sudden victory period, that gives you choice where you want to be. Tritz cradle now. Walk that leg up towards the head. Got two laying there. Take your time. Got a minute 25 left yet. Roll attempt, trying to get Armagoss in front, which he has done. And got 1 point loss of control, 4-1 Armagoss with a minute 8 left. Second period. Needham of Holman leads 4-0, 58 seconds left in the second period. Collar tie with some wrist control. Drag attempt, missed the leg, snap down. Got elbow control, back trip, nice takedown by the Red Raider. Locks up a cradle one more time, got him stacked up on his back. .26 seconds left. Referee's got to get an advantage point here where you can see this near side shoulder. We can hang right here and build a 9-1 lead. 10 seconds. Stay right tight in that cradle lock, and here's the end of 2 periods. Time has run out, and Needham just got put to his back. No near fall, said the official in the Needham match. Unbelievable. 4-3, Needham leads. Start of the third period. Armagast on top now. Got to clear him, get him off his feet. Off the mat they work. Armagast still riding. The losers of this round of wrestling are not done. They can start in the wrestleback side. And Armagast gets reversed. And that's what Stevenson did when he went rolling to the mat. Tried to get in that scramble, which he ended up winning that position. 9-3 now, minute and a half left. Armagast with wrist control, trying to pin it down out in front of his head, which he has done. Now he's coming up, building to a high base. He dove back down and got himself into a ball, which you don't want to do because you can feel that Severson's trying to get to a cradle. Oh, the wrestler's got a leg, different positions. And stalemate. Probably a good call there. 41 seconds left, 9-3. Deegan Armagast with the lead. 5-4 with 40 seconds, 5-3 with 40 seconds left. And Needham basically needed a break, called timeout himself. 22 seconds left. Armagast again, same position we were just in with 5 seconds left. And 9-3 is going to be the score. Deegan Armagast into the finals. And his opponent yet to be determined. The Red Raiders lost one wrestler. That was Jack Ackerman at 132. So they advanced 11 to this point. Next up for the Red Raiders at 113, Gavin Jacobs will take on Mason Spear. Jacobs ranked 14th, Spear ranked 15th. Spear, sophomore, 31-9. Jacobs, 18-11. And they worked their way off the mat with 132 left, both on their feet. Needham held on 5-4, and he is in the finals with Deegan Armagast. That's a couple of time rematch. To take down for Spear on Jacobs. Jacobs steps up, both feet on the mat. Got to use your hands though. Get some hand control. Can't clear your hips when they're underneath the other wrestler. Now he's got your legs separated. 45 seconds left. Cross body half, and they work their way off the mat with 38 seconds left. Jacobs got a chance to score here, but he can't hang around. And the other half, trainer Curtin of Reedsburg, 42-2, ranked number 7th, is taking on Landon Connolly out of Sparta, 34-8, and a sophomore. .20 seconds left. Spear just riding with a tight waist here as Jacobs gets to his feet. And they go off the mat. 6 seconds left, first period. Jacobs down at a body weight that's more suitable for him, but again, kind of underpowered here. Forward roll. Couldn't quite complete that. Spear covered him up. 2-0 after one period. Flipping a disc. Comes up red. That's Jacob's choice. He deferred. Spear's choice. He's going to go on top. No, he's going to go down. Thought he signaled top, but he must not have. Trainer Curtin of Reedsburg area just got a pin. He's in the finals waiting for his opponent. Jacobs with a legs ride working cross body, and we stopped that for a stalemate. Next up, the Red Raider at 120 pounds is Landon Freeman, ranked number 11, taking on Cade Parrish. They're heading out to the mat right now. Spear working on trying to get the escape, which he's out in front of Gavin Jacob. And they work their way off the mat. He's got the escape. Landon Freeman taking on Cade Parrish out of Reedsburg, 38-7, a junior. Freeman, 32-9, a junior, ranked number 11 in the state. Off the mat they work. .55 seconds. Force down on the head, had Jacobs on his heels there temporarily as Landon Freeman in on a single. Can't complete the takedown, they work off the mat. Stalemate, 31 seconds left, second period. And they're off the mat one more time. 12 seconds, still 3-0 Parrish, or excuse me, 3-0 Spear. 30 seconds left. Parrish and Freeman on their feet, no score. Jacobs got his head stuck down on the mat, stretched out. End of the period, 3-0. Jacob's choice, he has to go down. Hard start by Spear, took Jacobs off his base. Now he's got to build back up. End of one period, 0-0 Freeman and Parrish. Flipping a disc, comes up Freeman's color, he chooses down to start the second. Barbed wire now by Spear. Jacobs now comes to his feet. And they go off the mat. Freeman beat Parrish 2-1 in overtime. Jacobs and Spear have not wrestled. Jacobs on the bottom trying to turn back, clear his hips. Spear setting him back on the seat of his singlet. Jacobs trying to get a reversal here. Now works to his feet. Spear takes him out of bounds. Switch attempt. Run out of mat. 53 seconds left. 3-0. Spear with a lead. Landon Freeman with the 1-point escape leads 1-0. On their feet wrestling with just a minute left. Second period. Freeman into a shot now. Can he do something with dump technique? Trying to climb up the body. Got the takedown, that's huge. Gavin Jacobs trying to get to a takedown here, or a reversal. 3-1 now. Freeman leads. "27 seconds left. 3-0, Gavin Jacobs trails. Hard start by Spear, straightens and flattens Gavin Jacobs out. "15 seconds. Forward roll attempt, caught the ankle. 3-0, Spear hangs on for the win. Puts Gavin Jacobs in the wrestleback side against Landon Connolly of Sparta. Swinging you back over, Craig's already there at 120 pounds. Landon Freeman with a 3-1 lead, starting the third period on top. And now it's 3-2 on the cut loose. The other side of 120 is Holman's Noah Henderson and Grady Hargrove out of Middleton. Shot in by Freeman, got to a single. Getting a little stretched out though. Can't afford to give up a takedown here. 1:10 left. Stalemate. Good call for Rapids there. Good call for the Reedsburg area wrestler as well. And Reedsburg looking in, the referee's looking in, excuse me, and we got blood time on Parrish. In the other match at 120, Henderson, ranked number 15, a sophomore, has got a takedown and 2 near fall already on his opponent, Grady Hargrove out of Middleton. Oh, now we got the blood time on Rapids. They changed it. A little lip abrasion there. They'll get that cleaned up very quickly. Stopping the blood time at 27 seconds. The next matchup at 126, Carter Freeman taking on Peyton Schultz. And Henderson with a pin. Freeman lost to Henderson of Holman 7-3 and 4-0. He has defeated Parrish 2-1 in overtime, who is his opponent now. And we're back with 1:03 left. Landon Freeman leads 3-2. Parrish wades right into a hard collar tie. Freeman needs to win this match. Freeman shot into a single again. What can he do with it? Loose whizzer by Parrish, and Freeman comes up with the leg. Can't pull him in front of you. You want to dump him that way. Freeman still locking up. Parrish trying to run him over. Freeman trying to come out the backside. Parrish with a whizzer. Time runs out. 3-2. Freeman. He is in the finals against Noah Henderson for another rematch at 120. I'm not sure what we got going on here. (3-2) anyway. Landon Freeman with a win. 126 pounds. Turner Campbell, ranked number 2 from Holman, got a quick first period pin over Jacob Van Hoof out of Toma. This is Carter Freeman at 126 and Peyton Schultz out of Wanakee. Schultz, a sophomore, 21-15. Freeman ranked number 3, a junior, 40-4. Freeman's got a takedown and a cut loose. He's into a single leg again, now do a double leg. Steps through the trip, takes him down, gonna cut him loose again. Freeman really comfortable on his feet here. Another shot and a takedown. Quick 6-2. 30 seconds just went off the clock. Cradle locked up. Schultz is tight here. Freeman with a pin in 40 seconds. And another rematch. Campbell and Freeman at 126 pounds. 132 pounds. The Red Raiders have been knocked out with Jack Ackerman. So we're going to have a chance to catch our breath, take a break. And we'll be back with the 138-pound semifinals. Aiden Armagast against Preston Cratcherville. Back now at 138 pounds. Aiden Armagast in the semifinals against a tough character in Preston Cratcherville out of Holman. Cratcherville ranked 4th, Aiden Armagast ranked 2nd. Cratcherville has beat Armagast 11-2, and then they forfeited to him in the team sectional dual meet when the Red Raiders had the match won and put away in the bank. The other side is Colton Harritz of Reedsburg area, the number 10 ranked wrestler, and Dane Spencer out of Wanakee. Cratcherville with a quick takedown and a Turk turn with a legs right and a half. The referee says no points. Cratcherville is aggressive, physical, and one tough guy to beat. Cratcherville got a bar. And an underhook the far side. Cratcherville got wrist control now on that side. Armagast fighting that off. That armbar turn got to a base. Cratchville tried to stick in the legs right on this near side, and Armagoss caught it temporarily. Now they're got it stuck in there for a double legs ride. And they're out of bounds. In Cratchville, wide open, physical, and good. And got power. They're going to optional start Aiden Armagoss. He's going to try and, oh, nice switch attempt by the Red Raider. But we'll see how long he can last here. Cratchville's already got the inside leg hooked. And he gets the reversal back, throws a headbutt in on the way down. 4-2. Armagoss builds to a base, trying to come up. Cratchville throws the legs right in, they go out of bounds. 4-2, 6 seconds left, first period, Cratchville. Stop that potential danger with the legs right in from Cratchville as Armagoss got to his feet. And we run out of time in the first period. 4-2, the Holman wrestler. Holman's choice, he's going down. He's just going to take his choice and go down. Very confident. Cratchville spins to his feet. Picks the inside leg of Armagoss. Puts him on the seat of his step in. Armagoss got to bail out, go stomach down, and give up the reversal. 6-2, arm bar right away by Cratchville. Bar and the wrist tied up. Near fall being called. And there's the pin in 2:42. 2:42 in the fall time. Armagoss goes into the wrestlebacks, and he'll take on the loser of Colton Harris, who he has lost to 13-5, or Dane Spencer out of Waunakee. And that match is coming up here. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Bennett Weidman semifinal match at 157, taking on Brayson Ballwig out of Sauk Prairie. And they are not going by weight class and weight class with both semifinals. One match, they're 3 weight classes ahead here at least. Ballwig, 33-13, a senior. Single leg, now double leg by Weidman. Around the corner we go. Covers him up, takes him down. Got a half. Nelson got the leg scissor tip coming. Referee counting near fall, got a couple laying there. Weidman been really wrestling well. Bar on the right-hand side. And he got the near fall as he broke the pinning combination. He's ahead 4-0. And the other match is getting slowed down by an injury here. And that's only at 138. That's Dane Spencer and Colton Harris. 28 seconds left, 4-0. The Red Raider at 157. Bennett Weidman. Nate Weidman, the dad. I'm sure he's on the edge of his seat here in the gym. 12 seconds left. Weidman still riding hard on top. End of the first period is here, 4-0 the lead. Wisconsin Rapids is Bennett Weidman, flipping a disc, comes up, Green, and Baldwin defers. And at 138, Colton Harris is the winner on injury default. And that puts Dane Spencer Wanakee in a match with Aiden Armagast. Weidman with a quick reversal, leading 6-0, going to work on top. Mason Tritz on the mat at 150 against Sam Zanton, the number 4 ranked wrestler in the state. 39-0, he's a sophomore. Shoots in, double leg down low, got a takedown. In the other half, Talon Pischler of Baraboo is in the finals, waiting for the result of the Tritz-Zanton match. And the losers, the wrestleback side is A.J. Alish. And Zanton has got Barr on Tritz, and in a lot of trouble is Tritz. Weidman continues to ride on top with 40 seconds left. Tritz in deep trouble with a minute left in a double arm bar, fighting not to get pinned, but Zanton has really got him stuck tight here. Weidman just got near fall. He's up 9-0 with 3 seconds to 1 end of the second period. Weidman is grinding. Hallweg. Hallweg's choice. Going on their feet. Start the third period. Weidman took him down before. Weidman with a Russian arm tie. Jab attempt. Tried to get a crossbody ankle pick. After one period, it's 5-0 Zanton over Tritz at 150. Bennett Weidman in on a double leg, trying to come out the backside in a Polish, 120. Zanton with a really hard start, cleared his hip so fast, hit a reversal, and took Tritz out of his best position, got a half on her wrist. Tritz goes over one more time. .110 left off the mat, back on their feet, 9-0 Bennett Weidman. Hey, you got to give Mason Tritz a lot of credit. He has not given up this pin very easily. He's been on his back a lot. And turns stomach back down again, comes off his back. Weidman in on a single leg, trying to come out the backside, trying to figure out which side he can switch to. Turning the corner, covers the body, got a takedown, 12-0, 30 seconds left. Tritz turning inside on Zanton now, trying to come up with a single leg. It's 11-0 shutout. Bennett Weidman over Suck Prairie's Brayson Ballwig. He's in the finals at 157 pounds. His opponent will be the winner between Braxton Walter of Reedsburg or Damiano Capellini out of Madison West. That match going to come up here shortly. Back over to the Tritz match now, trailing 10-0. To Sam Zanton, the number 4 ranked wrestler out of Middleton. And end of 2 periods. Zanton's choice, he's going to pick on their feet. Tritz still out here competing though with Zanton, even though Zanton's kind of putting a whooping on him here. Zanton getting a double leg, takes him down, leads 12-0. A.J. Alish waiting in the wrestleback side, who Mason Tritz lost 4-3 and 8-2. Zanton with a deep, tight waist. Keeps changing sides from side to side on Tritz. Now Tritz comes to his feet, gets 1 point in the escape. 50 seconds left. It's 12-1. Zanton. Tritz with a bad shot in. Zanton's flattened him out, coming in. Zanton with a front headlock. Tritz dives in on a single, got stretched out, tried to duck under the arm. 22 seconds left. Zanton just in cruise comfort mode here, content to defense. Tritz with a shot, Zanton easily sidesteps, and he takes a double leg with 5 seconds left. And that's the way this match is going to end. 12-1. Sam Zanton over Mason Tritz at 150. Tritz in a wrestleback against A.J. Alish out of Holman. And we wait for the next Weidman match. That's coming up here with Braxton Walter out of Reedsburg area and Damiano Capellini out of Madison West. We'll be back with more of the Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling when we return. 175-pound semifinals. Mark Jeske, 33-10. Senior, first time on the mat today as he won by forfeit in his first match, which is odd at the sectional. He's taking on Brady Kuhn out of Onalaska, 24-9, a senior. Jeske putting together some very good matches here at the end of the year. See if he can continue. Jeske will stay square, stands right in your face all match long. Arm tie. Front headlock by Kuhn, and Kuhn gets backed off the mat. .105 left, first period on their feet. Russian arm tie again by Jeske. Jabs it down and lost the grip. 50 seconds. Arm clear by Jeske and missed grabbing a body on the way by. Bennett Weidman at 157 gets Dominio Capellini out of Madison West in his finals match. Shot in by Kuhn. 5 seconds left. And the 1-0-0 on the board. Flip of the disc comes up red. Jeske's choice. He's going down. In the other side of the bracket, Isaiah Murphy from West Salem Bangor takes on Braylon Owen out of Baraboo. 1 point escape, Jeske in a blink. Kuhn just basically pushing in. Little slide by miss. Jeske stoned that step in takedown. Slide by Jeske. Got him around the body. Front trip takes him down. Big takedown there. 3-0 the lead. Jeske just takes what he can get when he can get it. Ankle bite. And they got to cut him loose as Kuhn able to get to his feet and kick away. 3-1, 50 seconds left. Here's Kuhn pressuring in again. Jeske with a front headlock down to a single. Got kind of stretched out though. See if he can come up with a takedown here. Jeske trying to get to a double. He's got one hand with 30 seconds around the thigh, and Kuhn's trying to crossface him and spin behind him. Jeske now got Kuhn up on his shoulders. Got 12 seconds to try and figure out the Polish double here. Had him sitting on his seat of his step and covers him. Had Kuhn panicking there as he was flat on his back for a blink of an eye. 5-1, big 2 points on that takedown at the end of the second period. Kuhn, his choice. He's thinking about it and he's going down. Forward roll, Jeske in the saddle, rode right along, comes up with a flat body on Kuhn. Spiral ride by the Red Raider. Kuhn now back to his feet. Oh, and they just called a stalling before Jeske cut him. 5-2, free ride to the feet for Kuhn, but it came with a warning stalling call. 5-2, Jeske. Kuhn looks a little bit low in the gas tank. He's walking around kind of bent over. Jeske definitely looks the fresher of the two. He can change levels as Kuhn pushes in. He'd be in deep on a double leg. Kuhn with a shot, bad one. Jeske short drag around the corner, covers him up. 7-2 now, 50 seconds left. Kuhn slowly building, and Jeske chops a wrist in. Now Kuhn builds back up one more time. Jeske with an ankle pick takes him back to the mat. 30 seconds left. 1 point escape, Kuhn, 7-3. Not out of the woods yet. A throw would make it look bad. Jeske with a shot in on a double. Now to a single. Kuhn trying to toss him with 12 seconds left. Five seconds left. Jeske in the finals, 7-3 at 175 pounds. And the next matchup, as I had mentioned, West Salem Bangers Isaiah Murphy against Braylon Owen out of Baraboo. That match is going to come up here in the left-hand mat right now. Just in the finals at 175. Next up, Kyler Tritz and Reed Falk will bring you that match when we return. And the one mat is behind by some injury time here, and that's going to be Kyler Tritz coming on the mat against Reed Falk out of Middleton. Tritz ranked number 5, 36-5, a junior. Falk ranked 12, 24-2, a freshman. They step on the mat just the same time as your heavyweight, Tanner Gormanson against Tristan Brennan. Brennan has beat Gormanson 7-3 in the regional, and Gormanson beat him 4-2 in the team duel, and Brennan in on a deep single leg. Gormanson gives up the takedown, trails 2-0. Brennan in on a nice shot. It's one thing that Gormanson didn't have happen to him in the dual meet. He was getting taken down. Tritz with a facelift to a headlock. No takedown yet. And now we got 2 takedown for Falk. And he leads 2-0. 45 seconds left. Gormanson coming to his feet. And they step out of bounds. Tritz still working from the bottom. 45 seconds left, trailing 2-0. Tritz trapped the leg. Hard whizzer. Takes him over the top. Got the reversal. Got near fall coming. Gormanson standing up, working on hand control. 30 seconds left. Brennan's hanging on, got hit for warning, stalling. Gormanson trying to reverse. Brennan can't hang here, got to keep your legs going, and he gets the reversal. 10 seconds left, first period. Gormanson with a lead. Kyler Tritz gets the pin at 190 and 157. Tritz in the finals against Jaden Delio out of La Crosse Central. Gormanson on the bottom starting the second period. Graceland Reimer at 2:15 is getting ready to go on the other mat against McCoy Smith out of Waunakee, who is 27-8. A sophomore ranked 16th. Graceland Reimer 27-7. A senior, ranked 13th. Cradle being locked up by Brennan on Gormanson. Gormanson got an arm out and a leg out. Got to keep that leg out, keep heavy on this left-hand side here if he can. Now he's got to stretch his leg out, get that out to face him. Gormanson pops a head out, cross face, got wrist control, around the corner he goes, gets the reversal, 4-2. Gormanson leads. Grayson Reimer on his feet. Trying to straighten the big guy out over his knee with a half and a wrist. That's pretty hard to do. Reimer and Smith still on their feet. Little ankle bite by the Red Raider, trying to chop a wrist and got a wrist in a tight waist. Takes him off his high base. Bar on the left-hand side here by Gormanson. Bar on the wrist now. 15 seconds left. Brennan trying to roll him off the top. Get to your base here, Gormy. Ride him out here, Tanner. 2-1, end of the period. 4-2. Gormanson with a lead after 2 periods. Brennan goes both on their feet. 6 seconds left, first period. Grayson Reimer and McCoy Smith, 0-0 after 1. Grayson Reimer got choice. He chose down to start the second period. Underhook by Gormanson. Reimer quickly to his feet, working on hands. Smith with a front trip takes him back to the mat. Underhook by Brennan, and Gormanson comes out to face him. Gormanson stops that front shot coming in. Front chin lock around the corner. Got to keep going with the leg. Ankle pick. Has him flat. 2, takedown Gormanson. Huge takedown. It's 6-2. Reimer with the 1-point escape. They're on their feet. He leads 1-0. Wrist control, trying to get an ankle pick. Hard to get that big guy off his ankles when he's sitting down hard on him. 35 seconds left. .30 spiral ride by the Red Raider heavyweight. Can't get sat back on his legs. Now you can cut him loose if you have to. 6-3. Brennan shoots in on a single leg. 10 seconds left. Get off your hip, Gormy. Gormanson hips him over again. Around the corner he goes. 2, takedown, 8-3. Tanner Gormanson in the finals. Now, 215 pounders, 12 seconds left, second period. Grayson Reimer leads 1-0 on the escape. Neither wrestler able to score a takedown. On the other side, that heavyweight bracket is a bunch of big fellas. Caden's Zweifel of Sparta, 35-3, a junior, against the number 7 ranked Jackson Lenzendorf out of Wanakee, 38-5, a junior. 1-point escape. We are tied in the Reimer match.
Girls quarterfinals, be ready in just minutes.
Again, McCoy Smith from Wanakee. And they're out warning, stalling Reimer.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Can't believe that.
Now the next warning on Reimer is a point for Smith.
Come on. Grayson, get it.
He's
take
got to
that.
show some offensive effort with a minute left. Snap attempt by McCoy Smith. Reimer too quick. We're still neutral with 45 seconds left.
Come on, Sean. Wilson, go, go, go.
Lenzendorf of Wanakee is in the finals with a pin at 285 against Tanner Gormanson. Ten seconds left, still 1-1. Reimer with a shot, round behind the body is, and they hit Reimer with a penalty point, fleeing the mat.
Take him down.
End of the match, 2-1. Smith hangs on the gift of a penalty point. Reimer in a wrestle back against Brock Weiler out of Madison Memorial. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling when we return to the individual sectional in West Salem. Welcome back to the WIA individual sectional. A little bonus coverage, some girls wrestling for you. Lincoln High School Red Raider Elia Nyquist, a junior, 8-11 in the semifinals against Toma's top seed, Zandria Mason, a senior, 24-10. Mason with a takedown. Near fall coming. And Nyquist able to get stomach down. To near fall, it's a quick 4-0 the lead. Nyquist gets run over by a half by a very physical Mason from Toma. Half is in there deep this time, but somehow she gets stomach back down, coming to her feet. Toss attempt off an underhook. And stepped across the body and has her leg laced tight. Zandria Mason knew exactly what she was doing there. And Elia Nyquist goes into a wrestleback against the loser of Lily Kessinger out of West Salem Bangor or Peyton Crutcherville out of Holman. Good to see the Red Raiders in the girls program starting off. And we'll try to give you another update when we return to the WIA individual sectionals from West Allis.
Oh, we won.
We had a forfeit
For Deegan.
win at 106 pounds for Deegan Armagast over Brock Needham, who Needham beat Armagast 4-2 in the regionals, and then Needham and Armagast wrestled in the team sectional, and Needham had to injury default after he slapped his head on the mat, and the trainers took him out of competition. So Deegan Armagast is the champion at 106 pounds. And Needham drops down into a second place battle. and waiting for the result of Brett Farrell of Wanakee and Desmond Severson out of Baraboo to see if he needs a wrestle back to get back to second place. In any event, Deegan Armagast, a sectional champion, he heads to the individual state tournament down in Madison. 113-pound wrestleback side and championship match. In the championship, trainer Curtin of Reedsburg facing Mason Spear out of Wanakee. Spear beat Jacobs 3-0. So Spear has to upset Curtin. Jacob has to win over Conley, as Conley's in on a Polish double here. And then if Jacobs wins, he's going to have to beat Curtin if Curtin loses his final. So slim spot here for the Red Raider, Jacobs. Let's get a win though to end this tournament right. Stalemate. Updated in the girls 132-pound weight class. Ellie Nyquist from Wisconsin Rapids will take on Lily Kazinger of West Salem Bangor in a wrestleback match. Jacobs with a Russian arm tie. Jab attempt has him flinging right out in front of him, but almost too far. Underhook by Jacobs now with a little bit better head position, or an overhook, I should say. Conley with an underhook. Jacobs with a short drag. Now to a Russian. Backing him around the mat here. Back to that rushing in. Jab takedown. Not quick. Steps through the trip. Just off the mat. As Conley was heading for out of bounds off that trip. Trainer Curtin has a 2-0 lead after one. And the one period 0-0. Jacobs and Conley. Jacob beat Conley 8-4.
Thank you.
0-0, and Conley deferred his choice. That's why you heard the thank you from Craig and Joyce. Gives us the chance to score first. Caution on the starting position by Conley. You can see the official hand too far around the stomach. Jacobs standing up, trying to get some hand control. Hits a switch on the way down, trying to cut back inside. Jacobs now sitting big in between the body, trying to grub around in here and come up with a reversal. Figure forward around the body, and now Jacobs trying to catch the head. He's got two and got near fall coming. 2 counts of 1 each, and that was it. 2-0, Gavin Jacobs with a lead. Trainer Curtin leads 2-1 with a minute left in the second period. They're on their feet. Gavin Jacobs with wrist control. Now 2 wrists tied up. Just driving ahead, trying to stack up Conley. Conley injury or forfeited to Jacobs. Legs right, crossbody half. Only a 1 count. The referee waved off a 2 count. He counted twice though, and then he waved it off. Jacobs now in some trouble here. 30 seconds left. Jacobs got to clam up tight here, not let that head pop out. There, he hipped him over, got back into a legs right now. Got to settle back here a little bit. And we got a stoppage. Blood time on, I'm not sure who, on Connolly. End of 2 periods. Trainer Curtin 2-1, the lead over Mason Spear out of Wanakee. Again, if Spear loses, he's already beaten Jacobs, so Spear goes as a second place. Jacobs has got to win this match. Spear has to come from behind, beat Trainer Curtin, but then Jacobs has got to wrestle Trainer Curtin, who he lost to 2-1. It was a close match, a match that maybe Jacobs could have won there. And we're getting the blood cleaned up from Connolly. Trainer doing their work, and coaching staff from Sparta doing some mat work. And we're getting set and back ready to go. 109 left yet. Trainer Curtin got the free ride to his feet. It's now 3-1. Jacobs with a bar, gets after it hard and physical, steps over the head. Near fall coming. End of the period. 3 near fall, Gavin Jacobs. 5-0 the lead. Conley goes down to start the third. 40 seconds left. They're on their feet. Trainer Curtin with a 3-1 lead. And we got stoppage for blood time again. 5-0 the lead. Gavin Jacobs, the junior from Wisconsin Rapids. 5 seconds left. Trainer Curtin's going to hang on to the win. So this match not going to make any difference for Gavin Jacobs. Spears lost. He will drop down to the wrestlebacks. He's already beaten Gavin Jacobs 3-0. So no wrestleback at 113. Gavin Jacobs, no matter what the outcome of this match, will be eliminated from the individual tournament at 113. He can finish in third place. So you want to get that victory in your bank. And again, he's got something to wrestle for in a team tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. Minute 35 left yet. Trying to get to a roll is Connolly, but Jacob stuffed that.
Oh, no.
Now Connolly able to get the reversal, but he's way high. Jacob's looking to grab the head. Referee on the wrong side. He didn't realize what was going on. Stoppage. Mouthpiece come out from Connolly. 5-2. Connolly trails. Jacobs leading. They're going to put him on his feet. 6-2. 106 left. Looking to get to some throws. Double underhooks. Launcher pads loaded. Headlock by Jacobs. No takedown yet. There's two. Near fall should be coming. And he's got near fall as well. Jacobs sitting in tight with a headlock with 40 seconds left. Connolly fighting for his life here. Jacobs in good position. Flat right there. Gavin Jacobs with a pin. 5:33 on the fall. He will finish in third place, unable to advance in the individual tournament.
There will not be a wrestle back at 132.
Next up, 120-pound championship matchup. Landon Freeman against Noah Henderson. Henderson has beat Freeman 2 times, 7-4 and 4-0. Freeman with a shot down low, missed it. Henderson with a reshot, comes up with a single. Henderson pulling Freeman back in. Still with a hard whizzer for Freeman. That's what saved the takedown.
So far.
Henderson with a dumb technique takes him down. And in the wrestleback side, Cade Parrish, a Reedsburg area, wrestles Grady Hargrove. Freeman has beaten Parrish, so we're looking for Parrish to get the win, and it will not make a difference what happens in the championship match. Freeman steps over. Got one loss of control. Good thing they were out of bounds, otherwise Henderson was in trouble. 2-1, 1:04 left on their feet. Shot in, short drag. Henderson countering. Freeman's got him in a cradle from his feet. Can he work up the body? 2 takedown. 2 near fall counted already. We got near fall coming. Henderson able to fight stomach down temporarily. Tritz cradle by Freeman, walking that knee up towards the head. Near fall coming again. He's not going to get multiple times of near fall. He's only going to get 1 set. He's going to get 3 until he breaks the pinning combination. And there he's broke that. He's ahead 6-2 right now. Looking for a cradle again.
Still got the leg.
Got the cradle locked. Legs ride still in by Freeman. And the 1 period, 6-2. The lead for the Red Raider. This comes up green, or red, excuse me. That's going to be Henderson's choice. He goes down. 6-2, Landon Freeman. Freeman, hard start with a switch, now comes to his feet. Freeman with a trip, trying to scoot for the reversal. And he's going to get that switch, I think. Freeman not giving up on it here. Now he's got it elevated. Trying to come out the back door to regain some control. Henderson hanging on like a monkey on a vine here. Anything he can hang on to keep some control. Stalemate. 1:23 left. No points scored. Good thing is some clock ran off. Switch sides on the start, did Freeman this time. Don't get too high, Landon. Cross body power half with a legs ride by the Red Raider. Digging in the other leg. Stay right here, Landon. Keep working that crossbody power half. In good position here. Control the wrist, which he has done with his left hand. You can just barely see it there. .38 seconds remaining. Still, left hand legs ride by Freeman. Now sticks in both of them. Going to try to flatten the hips down, which he has done. Stalemate. And that's a fair call there. 25 seconds left. Got to be ready for the hard starts, because Henderson starts hard. Freeman back to the side that Henderson had the best start on. He stopped him this time with an ankle pick. Fights the legs right in on the left-hand side. 15 seconds. Trying to turn him with a Turk here. End of the period in 2 ticks. Landon Freeman 6-2 after 2 periods. Freeman's choice, he's going down. Freeman's got to move on the bottom though. Can't hang out here and let Henderson get after him with pinning combinations. Ankle pick on the left side by Henderson. Trying to get to a cradle. Freeman builds to a high base. Trying to come up. Freeman drops back in on a single at the knee. Trying to come out the backside now is the Red Raider. Don't get Peterson rolled here. There you go. Oh, stalemate. Oh, my goodness. As Freeman was starting to make headway here. Hargrove of Middleton has got Parrish on his back, trailing 11-5. And Parrish rolls him off the top. That's only second period. Freeman now to his feet, drops back in to get to a single. Again, you're hoping for Parrish to win in the wrestlebacks. End of the period there. Freeman now, reversal. 8-2 with 40 seconds left. Now wrestle position and smart. He's got the legs scissored apart underneath. If Henderson loses here, Henderson and Parrish will wrestle back if Parrish remains in the lead. 8-3 now, 8 seconds left. Freeman locking up on the leg. 8-3, Landon Freeman, sectional champion at 120 pounds. Revenge 2 losses in the last week. Now Henderson's tournament trail is waiting on the wrestleback match for 3rd place. Freeman advancing. We'll bring you more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling when we return on River City's Community Media. Next up, 126-pound championship match. Carter Freeman against Turner Campbell. Campbell ranked number 2 in the state right now. Freeman ranked 3, based off the fact that Campbell beat Freeman 7-2. Underhooks. Freeman barrel rope. Off the mat they are. Both on their feet, no score. Campbell got here by a pair of pins. Freeman got here by a pair of pins as well. Freeman in with a takedown.
There it should be. Not yet.
Freeman again lifting, no points scored yet.
There.
There's your takedown. Freeman, I think, has got a cradle locked up here.
What's your bird?
2 takedown, and we have a stoppage for blood on Turner Campbell. Nice hard physical takedown by the Raider, Carter Freeman. Red Raiders to this point have a sectional champion in 106-pounder Deegan Armagast, a sectional champion at 120 pounds in Landon Freeman. There is a wrestleback at 113 pounds. No, I take that back. No wrestleback at 113. Gavin Jacobs knocked out of the individual side. This is 126 pounders. Toma Van Hoof of Toma, who Campbell pinned, won his wrestleback. Over Schutz of Wanakee. Freeman beat Schutz, so Freeman needs to win this match to avoid a wrestleback with Van Hoof. 1 point in the escape, 2-1. Off the mat they work. 55 seconds remaining. These are 2 exceptional wrestlers here. Front headlock by Campbell. Off the mat they work, right into a couple of camera people. And they help each other back up. Back to the center, here we go. 18 seconds left. Still 2-1, you're a Red Raider. Underhook by Campbell. Five seconds. And a 1, 2-1 to lead. Carter Freeman flipping a disc, comes up. Campbell's choice, he's going down to start the second. That means we'll get choice in the third. That's a good thing. Campbell easy to his feet. They cut him loose. 1 point the escape before the referee hits Carter Freeman for stalling, not returning him back to the mat. 2-2, the score is tied. Underhook by Campbell. Off the mat they work. Now in a match like this with 2 of the best in the state, you hope the officials don't get involved in it at the wrong way. You hope you just let them settle it out themselves. Duck under to a single to a double. Lifts. Steps through the trip. Takes him down. Catches him on his back. Referee's got 2 laying there. Big 4-point takedown. 6-2 right now. That duck is lightning quick. Got to the single. Switched to the double instantly. Changed directions and put him to his back.
It's almost got a cradle lock. Oh, he moved his arm. There we go.
Ball in chain by Carter Freeman, and Campbell able to pull that arm free. 48 seconds left. Freeman cuts him loose as soon as Campbell gets to his feet. 6-3 now, the lead. One more takedown would be huge for the Red Raider. but he's going to start probably in the bottom position. Campbell, underhooks, trying to get better head position. And they push him off the mat. 20 seconds remaining. Campbell will try to get into underhooks and try to push you back. There he's trying to fight in again and just pushes with the chest back. Underneath he goes. Freeman would have come up with a body lock. Holman's people screaming for a stalling, but all Campbell's doing is just pushing. Under overhook. And it's 6-3 after 2. Freeman's choice. He's going down. They're going to put him on his feet. 7-3 now.
Another takedown.
Shot and a reshot. Freeman again trying to get that barrel roll. Can't quite complete it, and they're off the mat. Underhook. And Campbell uses his head, just pushes it backwards, and he goes off the mat, gets hit for a warning stalling. That's all Campbell has done with the underhook, buried his head and pushed. Hasn't been a shot off that. Underhook again, pushes it with the head. And off the mat they go again. Right onto the basketball floor.
That's actually a good call.
Underhook countered by Freeman. Front headlock around the corner to go. Freeman in on a single leg shot now. Got his foot caught underneath him here. He's got to get that out as Campbell's got that picked. Freeman's got to give up the takedown. It's 7-5 right now. 53 seconds left. Now he's going to cut him loose. There's one in the escape. And Holman again whining about getting pushed off the mat, I guess, when you got to let him up to get the point. Freeman in on a shot now. Do a double, changes corners, takes him down, locks the leg, works up the body. Stacked him up on his shoulders. No takedown yet. Freeman hanging onto a leg. Campbell trying to cover him. 23 seconds left. It's 8-5 Freeman. And we stop that potentially dangerous. 18 seconds left. Off the mat, the second warning again. Crazy call, 8 seconds left. 8-6 right now. And there he's just driving in, that's all he's doing. Warning, stalling, that's 1 point. And now we're gonna get a questioning of the call and the points. That should be a 1 point, and all he's doing is pushing. That's all he's doing, trying to get the stalling calls. 8 seconds, 8-7 with 4 seconds left. Freeman, 8-7. Freeman 8-7 with his sectional championship.
I think it's supposed to be 2 points.
At 126 pounds.
He's trying to claim it's 2 points, but it was only 1.
Next up, At 138 pounds, a wrestleback match. Aiden Arbogast against Dane Spencer Wanakee. We'll bring you that match when we return to the individual sectional here in West Salem. It is.
He doesn't have his head view.
At 138 pounds, we got a matchup scheduled for Aiden Arbogast. And he may end up getting a forfeit win here. Arbogast with a forfeit win. And he waits for the championship match between Preston Crutcherville out of Holman, who's already got a takedown, over Colton Harritz out of Reedsburg area. Crutcherville beat Arbogast, so you're looking for him to win this match, which looks like he's pretty much in control of right now, working over Harritz. And then Harritz would go down and wrestle Arbogast. Harritz beat Aiden Arbogast 13-5 earlier in the year. And there is going to probably be a quick pin here. There is the pin. Crutcherville, the champion, Harritz comes down for a wrestleback against Aiden Arbogast at 138 pounds. So we'll have that match later on for you. 144 pounders on the board right now. The Red Raiders have no entrant there. We'll be back with more of the individual sectional. 150-pound wrestleback in third place. Mason Tritz against A.J. Alesh. A.J. Alesh beat Tritz 4-3 and then 8-2. Tried to keep Tritz on his feet. So that's where he had his success. We'll see if that game plan is the same or if Tritz can change it around. Championship match is Talon Pischler out of Baraboo against Sam Zanton out of Middleton. Zanton beat Tritz. So you want to have Zanton win and Pischler lose, and then Tritz has got to win his own match to get a wrestleback to get to second place to head to the individual state tournament. And Zanton with a quick takedown. Minute left first period. He's riding. Slide by missed off the mat. Again, least of the three positions for Tritz is on his feet. So if he can get a takedown here, that would be huge, because he's pretty good on top. And Alish in on a barrel roll takedown. Tritz trying to counter. He does. Come up with a single leg here, Mason. Nope, body lock. Backed off of all that. .40 seconds left.
If you're missing an iPhone, send the scores to you.
Warning, stalling Tritz. Again, unbelievable call there. Warning, stalling Tritz. Neither wrestler done anything. Now Alesh doing the backing up here. Tritz took one step back and he got hit for stalling. Alesh just backed up for a while and nothing. 0-0 after one. Tritz's choice. He deferred his choice, and they didn't bite. I think that was a little gamesmanship there, hoping that Alesh would bite and go down. So both on their feet. And we're doing a lot of hand fighting here. Neither wrestler able to take much of a shot. There you got Alesh backing up again. Shot in this time by Alesh. Barrel takedown attempt. Got Tritz on the seat of his singlet. Tritz is locking up cross body. Tritz is trying to underhook him and can't win in a scramble, just a half a step behind. 2-0, 50 seconds left. Tritz now pinning a hand down, turns inside, faces him, comes up 2-1, 48 seconds left. Tritz has got to figure out how to get in. There's a single leg shot now, complete it. Steps through with a leg lace. Tritz lifts, covers him up, 2, takedown. There's a big takedown. It's 3-2 now. Tritz's best position here. Alesh pivots to his feet. Tritz drops down, they go out of bounds. 13 seconds left, 3-2, the Red Raider, Tritz. Tritz got to climb up the body here, which he did. 3 seconds, 2-1, end of 2 periods, 3-2, Tritz. Tritz's choice, they're going to defer, or excuse me, they're going to go down. They deferred their choice in the second period. They're going to cut him loose, give him a 4-2 lead, go to work on their feet. This is how they beat Mason Tritz before, working on their feet. Didn't want to go down with him. See if Tritz can get one more big takedown, that would be huge. .135 left. And Alesh on the back pedal again. The official just told him to work in. Alesh would have shot knowing he's safe out of bounds there if he didn't complete it or not. 120 left. Tritz has been called once for stalling, I guess. Working on 1 minute and a third, still 4-2 the Red Raider. Alesh with a shot, comes out the backside, takes him down. Now we got a chance to score here. Oh, they cut him loose, gave him a 5-4 lead with 40 seconds left. Off the mat as Tritz clears an arm, drops down to a low single. 32 seconds left. Alesh with a shot. Tritz lets him come all the way back to his feet. Again, Alesh backing up out of bounds. And they're off the mat. 11 seconds left. Alesh with a shot in. Again with another shot. Got to counter this hard for 5 seconds. Mason Tritz with a win. 5-4. Now, Pischler from Baraboo. Pischler from Baraboo's trailing 8-4 with 28 seconds left to Zanton. So it looks like Tritz and Pischler could be in a wrestleback. 10 seconds left in that match. We'll stay here till the end of it. Just a little bit left yet. And Zanton of Middleton, with 1 second left, has got an 8-4 lead. Pischler is one physically put together fella at 150 pounds. And Pischler and Tritz will wrestle off for a chance to advance to the individual state tournament. Next up, 150-pound championship match, Bennett Weidman. In the match against Dominio Capolini of Madison West. Capolini ranked 10th, Tritz ranked 4th. And we're having an explanation of some coaches and to an official. Again, a couple of these officials have really struggled with some calls. And the one official that a lot of people are talking to is the one that's really struggled. Weidman in on a Russian arm tie. Mopping the mat around with Capolini, and they go off with the banner almost. Weidman lets them back in, Russian arm tie again. Capolini beat Cole Griffin of Holman, and then beat Brexton Walter out of Reedsburg area. Weidman with a pin in 219 over Harrison May, and then an 11-0 major out of Brayson Ballwig out of Sauk Prairie. Weidman in a shot at the knee. Coming up with a dump technique, couldn't quite complete at that time. Bring it up one more time, you got 1:04 left. Elevated, tried to get to a double, couldn't do that. Weidman still staying in it even though Capolini is forcing down on the head, but Capolini able to step away. 45 seconds left. .30 seconds. Rushing again by the Raider. Capolini's forcing away on the head, backing out of bounds. Weidman takes a shot in. And they're out with 17 seconds left. Capolini, a pretty good size, 157-pounder. He took his first shot there and missed it. Weidman again with a Russian. Capolini fights hard away on the head to get out of that grip. End of 1-0-0. Flipping a disc, comes up red. Weidman goes down instantly. Looking in the wrestleback side, Weidman's looking for Ballwig to beat Walter because Weidman's already beat Ballwig. Up to his feet with a whizzer and warning stalling on Capolini. Weidman with a hard stand-up. Capolini basically had a force to release him. Now Capolini with a reshot. Weidman with a counter, back to the feet.
Will be a wrestleback at
Both wrestlers pretty even on their feet to this point. 1-0 the Red Raider. Again, Russian arm tie. Cappellini's fighting hard, forced away on that head. Cappellini with a reshot, got to a single. And Cappellini, I'm not sure what happened, but Weidman gets a takedown. Cappellini just went to a ball and stopped, and Weidman alertly got off of him as he rolls to his back. I don't know what happened. Grabbed his head, but I don't know exactly what he hit or what he hurt or whatever. And he's back up. Trainer checked him out. 1:04 left. Weidman 3-0 the lead. Second period. Cappellini on a single has it elevated now. Back trip takes Weidman, and Weidman gets hurt going down. The trip came in, and Weidman went against his knee, and he went down in a heap. And he is hurting right now. I'm not sure which knee he had hurt previously last year. But Weidman is in some considerable pain here. So if Weidman cannot continue, Cappellini goes to the finals, and Ballwig of Sauk Prairie is getting beat, so that means there would be a wrestle back with Walter and Weidman if Weidman's able to compete. And they are looking over at the knee right now of the Red Raider. And Ballwig just got pinned. And Weidman has got 42 seconds left in the period, but they're out there with a 2-minute injury time stopwatch. You get 2 minutes of injury time unless it's a head injury, and then it's 5. Weidman's going to try to get back to his feet and see how he does. It's now tied at 3 with 42 seconds left.
Well, Bennett should be down.
Now the coach is just having a heck of a time for Madison West, and he's close to getting tossed out of here. He's just screaming at the official.
Bennett's got to be down, isn't he?
Unsportsmanlike given on the coaching staff. And Cappellini shoots in on a single. It gets a takedown. 33 seconds left. Weidman wrestling one-legged. I'm not sure the scoreboard is right. They got it as 3-3. Again, it's not that hard to put the points on with a computer. You just tap the button once or twice and away it goes, but a lot of tough time here with some of these guys. Weidman in the scramble on the bottom, pinning an arm down, trying to come out the face. Cappellini takes control, puts him back to the mat. And it's 3-3, I guess, after 2. Capolini on the bottom, going to try and score. Weidman basically one-legged. Capolini's firing off the bottom, and Weidman can't get away as Capolini gets the reversal. That is really too bad that Weidman gets a knee hurt in this championship match, and they put him on his feet. 5-4, Weidman with a lead. Capolini definitely has new life, and he's aggressive right now. Weidman tried to get to a slide by. Capolini with a counter. Weidman just can't push off that leg. 5-4. .121 left. 5-4 Weidman. Still on their feet. Weidman trying to get to a Russian. Safest way for Weidman to get to the state individual tournaments to win this match. 1 minute. Weidman getting that Russian. Capolini with a shot in. Weidman counters with a sprawl. We're back to neutral on our feet. Slide by, missed by Weidman. 40 seconds. Weidman with a shot down low and a single and a knee. Comes up with it, got it elevated. Capolini's got a whizzer. 18 seconds left. Weidman just couldn't have the power there. Capolini backing in. Scramble outside the mat, 5 seconds left. Off the mat. And now a second official comes in and has a conversation with the head official, and that guy's the one that's had all the problems. 3 seconds left. Capolini with the lead, 5-4. My mistake before. Capolini with a win, 5-4. Weidman in a wrestleback. Weidman in a wrestleback against Walter, Braxton Walter out of Reedsburg area. And we'll see how the Red Raider can recover from the knee injury, get some ice on that. Huge turn of events there for the Red Raider senior. Next up, 175-pounder. Mark Jeske in the championship against Braylon Owen out of Baraboo. We'll bring you that match when we return to West Salem Banger. Back now to championship at 175 pounds. Your Red Raider, Mark Jeske, a senior. Ranked 14th in the state, taking on Braylon Owen out of Baraboo, who is a senior as well. He's ranked 8th. Owen is a big 175-pounder. He makes Jeske look small. He's got the underhook, drops in, gets to a single. Got it elevated. Jeske's got to try to counter as best he can. Front trip takes Jeske down. 2-0 the lead for Owen. Legs right on this near side by the big Baraboo wrestler. In the wrestleback side, Kuhn of Onalaska is wrestling Murphy out of West Salem Banger. Kuhn was the wrestler that Jeske beat 7-3 to get to the finals. So you got to hope Kuhn is the winner in that match. Wrist armbar and a half by Owen. And he's looking to turn Jeske. Now he's got that armbar up over the shoulder. That's a chicken wing. Now he lost that, but that was illegal. And he squeezed Jeske up and stuck him. So now you have to hope for Kuhn to win. And he just got taken down by the West Salem Banger wrestler, and that is Murphy. So if Murphy wins, there'll be a wrestleback. We'll bring you more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling and the update on the 175-pound weight class when we return. Back now to individual sectionals. Mark Jeske will wrestle back for second place against Isaiah Murphy, who he beat last week 6-4. So we'll see how that goes. This is a championship at 190. Jaden Dalio, ranked number 10, 42-9. Junior Kyler Tritz, your Red Raider, 37-5, a junior ranked number 5. Dalio's the guy that pinned Tritz after Tritz was ahead 7-2. In under a minute left in the third period. Tritz had built the lead, had the match pretty much in control, then got a little bit careless or lackadaisical maybe, and then got a lateral drop to his back and pinned. So we'll see how Tritz attacks this. Tritz into his shot, drives through to a double, covers him up, 2 takedown. In the wrestleback, Lane Albers of Sauk Prairie, who Dalio beat, is taking on Reed Falk of Middleton, who Tritz beat. Tritz with a hip tip. And a bar on the right-hand side, bar and a half. Pulled a half out though. And Dalio on his base. Dalio just sitting here in a base. Half and a bar by Tritz. Lost the bar, has the half. Now he lost both, pulled them both out. Dalio a lot longer, so he's able to get his hips up, and Tritz comes off the mat. We got end of one period, 2-0, the Red Raider leads. Comes up Dalio's choice. He defers Tritz's choice. He's going down. Dalio with a loose bar on this near side and a tight waist. Tritz building, trying to get to a high base. Posts the inside leg, outside leg comes up as well. Dalio's got to cut him loose when he gets to his feet. 3-0, 1:28 left. Tritz reloads with a shot. Dalio with an underhook and backed away from it. Dalio with a collar tie. Tritz going to try and counter that. Reed Falk of Middleton got the pin. That's who Tritz beat. So Tritz is going to the individual tournament, whether he finishes first or second. "20 seconds. Tritz now with a Russian. And backed off of that. 2-1, end of the period. 3-0 the lead for the Red Raider. Delio's choice. He's going down. Okay, Tritz can ride him for a while and burn clock. Delio trying to get a hard stand up. Tritz tried a hip tip, but suicide style. There he is again. Don't want to do that. You're only up by 3. Off the mat they work. Warning, stalling Tritz. I have no idea. I have no idea what that guy looks at. I really don't. Tritz runs Delio back over with a double leg. Tritz with control on top. Got the leg scissored underneath, which is a good position to be in here. Off the mat they work. And again, when this official raises his hands, you never know what's going to come out of it. 1:17 left. Tritz good at burning the clock right here. Good chop of the wrist. Tritz try to get a bar and a wrist tied up. And he swapped sides on the half. Delio fighting hard to get to a base. Now Tritz with a legs ride in. 32 seconds left. Again, can't get impatient here, Kyler. "20 seconds left. I am afeared this official will get involved here in a hip tip with a Turk now. That's a pinning combination here. Tritz trying to turn him with a Turk. 2-1, 3-0, Kyler Tritz. And Delio will wrestle Falk in a rematch. Tritz, champion at 190 pounds, advances to the individual state tournament. And there is a wrestle back at 190, as I'd mentioned. Does not involve a Red Raider, though. Here is Grayson Reimer at 215 pounds against Brock Weiler out of Madison Memorial. This is a wrestleback match. Reimer needs McCoy Smith of Waunakee to win against the third-ranked wrestler in Jesus Gonzalez. That puts Reimer in a match with Gonzalez. The only saving grace here for some of the Red Raiders is they're going to wrestle in 2 weeks at the Team State Championship in the field house at Madison. The old barn with a lot of historic wrestling that's went on there. Reimer with that right hand collar tie. Now the double collar tie. And Gonzalez, excuse me, Gonzalez just got a takedown. .52 seconds left. Brock Weiler only with an 8-5 record coming in. Weiler really fighting hard that double collar tie by Reimer. He doesn't want to be in there at all. He breaks off every chance he gets. Snap down by Reimer. Weiler able to counter and recover. End of one period, 0-0 on the board. Flip of the disc. Comes up a red. That's Reimer's. He's going down. Weiler covers. Reimer is a load from the bottom. And Weiler cannot come close to holding Grayson Reimer. 1 point in the lead. The Red Raiders have 4 qualified already at 106 pounds, 120, 126, and 190. All are champions. Shuck on by, missed by Weiler. Reimer stood right there and stoned him cold. .104 left. Second period. 1-0 the Red Raider. Reimer in, single, missed it, got fought off. 20 seconds left. Counting down from 3, 2, 1, end of 2 periods. Reimer with a 1-0 lead. And it's going to be Weiler's choice. He's going to go down.
We will have girls' finals on mat 1. When the girls' finals are done, then we will have wrestlebacks.
Reimer's going to put him on his feet and tie the match with the free point. Going to work to try to get a takedown. Weiler wading in. Body lock. Off the mat they work. This is one thing that Reimer can't afford to let happen is his opponent just pushing him back. Not really any offense, but pushing him backwards. Underhook by Weiler, and Reimer breaks that off. Minute and a half. Little head feint. Weiler got to the double leg and they were off the mat. He ran out of mat. 122 left, 1-1. Again, Gonzalez is ahead 10-4 over Smith, and Smith already beat Reimer. So not looking good for a wrestle back at 2:15. Slide by chance to counter, Reimer on the body. And they just stepped off the mat as Weiler was running from the circle. Reimer made a beeline for out of bounds, and this official didn't call it. 58 seconds left yet.
No way.
25 seconds left. Time for Reimer to get one good takedown here. He's got to set up one. That's all he needs. Weiler will not stay in there with him when he gets a good collar tie. He's almost getting to a second one. He backs right out. Slide by missed. Reimer into a double. Takes him down with 3 seconds left. End of the match. 3-1 Grayson Reimer. Good match by the Red Raider. Even though he did not advance to the individual tournament, Grayson Reimer put out a heck of a match. Look forward to seeing him in the team tournament in a couple of weeks at the barn in Madison. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Heavyweight match 285. Tanner Gormanson, your Red Raider, against the number 7 ranked wrestler Jackson Lenzendorf out of Waunakee. Lenzendorf, for a big guy, barrel-chested, he can do some wrestling. Gormanson snaps him into a Russian arm tie, and Lenzendorf puts him in a front chin lock. Now an underhook and a chin lock by Lenzendorf. Gormanson trying to control an elbow with a collar lock. They break apart. Grayson Reimer not continuing on as there's no wrestle back at 2:15. This is the championship at 285. Gormanson again with a Russian. Lenzendorf with better head position and a collar tie, and they break apart. Lenzendorf is a junior. These two have not wrestled. As Weifel of Sparta just put Brennan of Holman on his back.
Oh, we don't want that.
And you got to have Brennan fight off his back here because that's who Gormanson beat to get to the finals. Couple of big boys on the mat there. So now it looks like Gormanson's going to have to win this match. Headlock coming by Lenzendorf. And he took Gormanson to his back. And he pins him with 13 seconds left. And Zweifel just got the pin. So Gormanson and Zweifel will wrestle off at heavyweight. And we will bring you those wrestlebacks when we return to the individual sectionals here at West Salem Banger. wrestle back for a chance to go to the individual state championships as a second place finisher. Colton Harris, sophomore from Reedsburg area, senior. Taking on your Red Raider, Aiden Armagast. Harris beat Aiden Armagast 13-5. Both on their feet, no score first period. The winner of this match goes as a second place finisher in the state. Harris coming in ranked 10th in the state. Armagast ranked 13th in the state. The champion is Cratcherville out of Holman, and he's defeated both of these two wrestlers in today's sectional. Shot in deep. Dump technique with a trip. Crawling up the body. Covers him. Got two in the lead. And Harris really strong. Reversed Armagast. And we're tied at 2. Armagast gets the reversal at the edge of the mat. 4-2 now, 36 seconds. Now you got to get him under control here because Harris is stronger than Armagast. .22 seconds left. Armagast now gets an arm chopped in there, trying to force an arm bar. Can't do that, lost the arm. Again, Harris, forward roll, tried to catch Armagast in a scramble, and he got 2 reversal with 2 seconds left to tie the match at 4. Just cannot give up those points like that late. Harris choice, Armagast goes down after Harris defers. Those are just points you cannot afford to give up. Edge of the circle and short time in a period. And they go off the mat. .142 left. Ankle pick to stop the first move of Aiden Armagast. Aiden Armagast trying to come to a high base. Harris has a wrist tied. And they cut him loose. 5-4. And Harris perpetual motion here. Once they're in the scramble, he never stops moving. Shot in again with a little head tap to a single. Dump technique sits him on the seat of his step in. Got him taken down. 7-4 now. Got to get some wrist tied up here. Get him flat on his stomach. Now he's got a wrist tied up underneath. And the referee sees blood, and that's on, I think, Aiden Armagast. Little lip abrasion from earlier in the tournament, and that got roughed up again. A lot of times when you cut weight, you tend to dry your body out, so your lips get pretty dry. And they tend to crack open, especially if you get banged in the face a little bit. Coaching staff out there cleaning up the quick spots that were there. And Reedsburg's coaching staff out cleaning up Harris. They got a little break, 45 seconds left, second period. 7-4, Aiden Armagast. Harris instantly to his feet. lifts, takes him back to the mat. Harris with a whizzer, comes out the face. He had that whizzer in again. He's always looking, and Aiden didn't protect his legs, and they were out of bounds. Thank you very much. Harris, like I said, he never stops wrestling here. Once he engages, he's wide open. 22 seconds left. Shot in again, but too far out. Bad shot, can't make those mistakes. Harris with a shot in. Armagas counters. 10 seconds. Harris with a shot in again. Underhook. No, he's got an overhook on that left side arm. Dropped in, blocked, end of the period. Harris's choice, he's going down. 7-5, Aiden Armagas with the lead. Harris fires to his feet. Armagas with a front trip, runs him out of bounds. Armagas got to get a harder start here. Harris just blasts him off him. Again, the power difference is very visible here. Switch attempt. And he gives up the reversal. Just not enough strength there. 7-7, 1:45 third period. Be nice if Armagas could get out with about 5 seconds left. Armbar on the left-hand side now by Harris. Switch attempt, but out of bounds. Armagas almost had the switch, and he almost got put on his back. $1:25 left. And we got some blood time again on the lip of Aiden Armagas. The Red Raiders have 4 qualified for the individual state, and they're all 4 champions. 106, 120, 126, and 190. We have WrestleBash coming yet at 150, 157, 175, and a 285. And the trainer and the coaching staff, now they got the blood stopped. Now they got to get some cleanup on the mat. And we're set and ready to go. Armagas on the bottom, Harris on top, tied at 7, 1:22 left. Armagas with a switch, come back out, cleared the hips, they were on their feet. It's 8-7 Armagas. Armagas with a shot in. Off the mat. Armagas can't take the bad shots. 55 seconds left. Oh, now they give a 2 after confirmation with the other official. 9-8. Unbelievable. Armagas trails. Rips Harris off the top. They're tied at 9 and 45 seconds left. Mason Tritz on the mat at 150. Armagas with a trip attempt. Harris with a whizzer. Got to get your head up, Aiden. Off the mat, 27 seconds left. Mason Tritz on the mat against Talon Prisher on a bare boot. Tritz got taken down the first period. Minute and a half left. He trails 2-0. Back trip. Just not enough power to run through him. Big scramble, both wrestlers. 10 seconds left. Toss by Armagas and a whizzer. That's the way the period's going to end. 9-9. We go into overtime. 1 minute overtime. You can win it and lose it in this period. If you remain tied, you got to wrestle a couple of overtime periods. Armagas with a shot in, but got stopped. Armagas comes up with a single. Complete this now. Got to get big enough and can't. Runs out of power. Gets put to the mat and gets beat. Harrods 11-9 in overtime. Aiden Armagas not advancing to the individual state tournament at 138 pounds. Mason Tritz now on the mat, trailing 2-0 after one period. The flip of the disc comes up red. That's Tritz's choice. He's going to go down. Bennett Weidman's coming out on the mat at 157 as well. Weidman taking on Brexton Walter of Reedsburg area. Weidman with a knee brace on that left-hand knee after he dislocated his kneecap. And Pischler gets the reversal on Mason Tritz. Mason Tritz trying to pin the arm up over the shoulder. Trying to be able to turn inside here. Gets his legs free. Now he's got his legs separated, but Pischler picks an ankle and runs him right back over. Weidman's walking around Walter with a Russian arm tie. Potentially dangerous. Stoppage of action there. Weidman trying to suck in a single. Switches sides with it. Trying to come up with it on the edge of the mat. Covers him up. Two, drags the feet. Big takedown for Bennett Weidman. 37 seconds left, first period. Mason Tritz trailing 4-0 with 36 seconds left, second period. Pischler ranked 7th in the state, and he's in a wrestleback for his life with Mason Tritz. 28 seconds left in the Weidman match. He's still up 2-0 and riding. Potentially dangerous. 4 seconds left. 6-0 Tritz trails. Pischler is put together. 4 seconds left in the Weidman match. First period. He's still ahead 2-0, continues to ride. Needs one good hard start here. And there is the end of the period. Flip of the disc comes up, Weidman's color. His choice, he's going down. Leading 2-0. Interesting with the choice there. Weidman to his feet on the whistle. Warning, stalling. Walter. Armbar by Walter loosely. Weidman just keeps standing right up with it. They work their way off the mat. Mason Tritz starting on top in the third period. And Pischler able to turn to face. He's just going to try to power and force.
We got a point for stalling.
We got a point for stalling in the Weidman match for the second warning stalling as Weidman's to his feet. Welter's doing nothing with him. 7-0 the lead, 1:44 left in Mason Tritz's match. He trails. Pischler with a hard snap down. Tritz grabs a single on the way in there. Weidman still with a 3-0 lead. Warning stalling again. One more point for Weidman. That's and he's got one for the escape. He's ahead 5-0. Next one is 2, and then it's a disqualification. We'll take the win any way we can get it. Mason Tritz tried a headlock, and he slips off of that. It's 9-0 with 44 seconds left. To take down Weidman. We'll swing you over to the Weidman match here, Big Craig, as Mason Tritz is down 9-0. And Pischler sitting in a squat on the side of the mat, and I'm not sure what for. Weidman has to cut Walter loose. Weidman looking to end this with a takedown off the mat. 10 seconds left, second period, 7-1 the Red Raider. Training staff looking at Pischler. And the 2 periods, 7-1 the Red Raider. In command right now. Mason Tritz going down to start the third period. Oh, he's in the third period, excuse me. Trailing 9-0, 39 seconds left. Front shin lock around the corner, pick an ankle. Walter able to hang on to a leg temporarily. Now he's got that leg free, drops down to a low single. Gonna try to elevate, got it up in the air. Walter trying to get into a scramble. Somehow he comes up behind Weidman and covers him up, gets takedown. 9-0, Pischler defeats Mason Tritz. Mason Tritz knocked out of the individual state tournament. Well, once again, the Red Raiders have a little saving grace. Weidman got warned for stalling, I guess. 58 seconds left, and they're off the mat. 7-3, the Red Raider leads. They're going to put him on his feet. Give him a point. Going to be 8-3. Weidman with a Russian. Walter drops in. Weidman still got wrist control. Covers him up, an Oki choke. Takedown, 10-3. 35 seconds left. Counting down from 10 seconds, 10-3. Nathan Weidman working his way to get, Ben Weidman working his way as he gives up the 1 point escape. 10-4. He ends up in second place for the Red Raiders, qualifies for the individual state tournament. And to show you how tough he was, he did that after dislocating his kneecap. Came back and wrestled that match. Next up, 175-pounder Mark Jeske. He is going to take on Isaiah Murphy, who Jeske beat 6-4 in the regional tournament. Little short drag, got a bad shot by Murphy and couldn't quite complete that. Jeske with a shot, changed directions on the way in. Back trip takes him down. Catches a bar as well and wrist control. Got a minute left. Take your time. Make sure you can run it right. Murphy got to his base. Jeske backs off of that. Murphy able to get to his feet, turn and face. Jeske cuts him loose, 2-1 with 38 seconds left. You never know what this official will call for stalling. Murphy would have shot in, but backed off it halfway through. 12 seconds left. First period action, Wrestlebacks 1-75. Jeske with a shot, nice takedown at the edge of the period, 4-1. And the period runs out in a flurry. Big takedown for the Red Raider. Murphy's choice, he defers. Jeske's choice, he's going both on their feet. Underhooked by the Red Raider with good head position. See how he wants to operate from in here. Tried to duck underneath it, didn't quite get to the body lock. He was almost there. As I had mentioned a few times before, Jeske will stand there square right in your face. He's not going anywhere. In a little scramble, the edge of the mat, Jeske comes up with an underhook and good head position. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left. Second period action, 4-1 Jeske. Murphy with a couple of half shots. He started and backs out. Jeske shoots in. Back trip. 2, takedown. Covers him at the edge of the circle. Great job by that Red Raider. 6-1, 25 seconds left. Second period. Coaching staff getting Jeske's attention. Tell him keep him down here, ride him out. Murphy got down to up to his base, I should say. Jeske had to cut him loose once he turned and faced him because, again, you don't have any idea what this official will call. 6-2 at 5 seconds left. Lateral drop toss. No. Buzzer went off. And now they're going to have a conference here. Oh, now they give two. Unbelievable. I don't know what these guys see here. I hate to be banging on the refs, but this guy here has had troubles all day long. Coaching staff coming over and not happy with it. The official has a buzzer timer on his wrist that goes off, and the clock was 0 before Murphy got a takedown. Now Murphy with a hard stand up. He's got it within 6-5 now. Jeske got to set up a good shot here. Both wrestlers with the same type of offense. Collar ties, wrist controls, short drag, and they go off the mat. 1:21 left, 6-5, the Red Raider. Jeske got to set up one good takedown here, and that should salt this away. Arm drag, and he dives in on a reshot under overhooks. And they work their way off the mat. 1 minute remaining. Shot in by Murphy. Jeske's got to counter this. Jeske horses him to his back with an underhook. 2 takedown, near fall coming. 38 seconds left. Two reversal, but that's not going to be enough. It's 11-7 right now. Jeske can't get turned. Lateral drop attempt, 2 takedown Jeske. He flattened out. And 1 escape. They're still wrestling. They haven't called them out yet. Now they're out of bounds. 15-8. 15-8, 7 seconds left. This is wild. Warning, stalling on Jeske. Clock's not running. And they're off the mat. Time should have been out. Clock never started. End of the match finally. 15-8, Mark Jeske going to the individual state tournament. Wow, what a match. Here comes Tanner Gormanson at 285. Tall task here for the Red Raider at 285. This guy can wrestle. Zweifel is 35-4 from Sparta. He's a junior. Gormanson underhooking him. Zweifel shorter, but much bigger. And Zweifel stepped on the foot. Now Gormanson drops into a single. Got it elevated. Turned him to the mat. Don't let him out, Tanner. Don't let him out. And they go out of bounds. And no stalling call. And these are the 2 questionable refs here. just cringe at whenever they talk or whenever their arms are flying around. What's going to happen? 1 minute left. 1 minute gone. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Gormanson needs the win to get to the individual state tournament. Russian arm ties. Weifel forcing away on the head. Both fighting for inside collar ties. Pummeling in, pummeling in, pummeling in. 20 seconds left. Got to get your right elbow down, Tanner. 10 seconds. Slide by. Oh, didn't follow it up. Don't know if he could have wrapped around the big guy anyway. 0-0 after one, flipping a disc. And the referee fumbled it around, changed color in his hands. So Weifel gets the choice, he chooses down. So Weifel trying to turn inside, Gormanson got to get underneath that arm. Roll attempt, roll attempt. Stacking him up is Gormanson, he could have it pinned here. Get your head up, Gormy. He came out the back, remained in control though. Woo! What a scramble. Got 3 near fall. Cradle locked up on the heavyweight on the near side. Rolls him over one more time. Gormanson got a lift. Now he scoops the head. Weifel in deep trouble here. Pin! Tanner Gormanson on to individual state. Jumping around the mat in excitement, and he should be. Red Raiders have 7 advancing to the individual state tournament in Madison, starting next week, Thursday at the Kohl Center in Madison. Big high five from his teammates. Gormanson about broke the arm of one of his teammates with a 5 going in there. The Red Raiders have Deegan Armagast, a champion at 106. Landon Freeman, a champion at 120. Carter Freeman, a champion at 126. Bennett Weidman, second place at 157. Mark Jeske, second place at 175. Kyler Tritz, a champion at 190. And Tanner Gormanson, second place at 285. I'm sure we'll be able to get Scott Bennett to come on up and give us his outlook on how the tournament went. And we'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling when we return. Back now to West Salem Bangor Gymnasium. Head coach Scott Bennett, congratulations on a great day of wrestling here in the individual sectionals. 7 Red Raiders going to the individual state. 4 champs, 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's a really tough sectional, and guys were getting kind of beat up. There's a lot of just hard wrestling out here, and we thought we had a legit shot to get 11 guys in if we were wrestling good, and we ended up with 11 guys in the top 3, so we were close. A couple more matches in there, we would have got to that number that we were looking at. At least 8 was the goal, and 7's an awful good day. It's been a while since we had 7 qualifiers, and pretty proud of these guys, the way that they've competed the last 8 days.
Start off with Gavin Jacobs at 113, ends up finishing in 3rd place. But on a good note, won his last match by a pin, a little momentum going into the state team tournament for him.
Yeah, I don't think he's had his best matches. He had a couple good matches in there, and then he's been struggling just a little bit. And then we had to win that match with Mason Spear, and just got behind early, and then we could never get caught back up. And we thought we could sneak him down to the state tournament, and ended up a couple points short of it, but we're pretty darn close. And we need a Met State team to to see how far we can get down there.
138-pounder Aiden Armagassi finishing us in third place as well. Just couldn't quite get over the hump there.
Yeah, we had that match, I thought, in a pretty good spot. We ended up ahead and then gave up that reversal, and then we were kind of back and forth that whole time and just couldn't quite finish that.
Right.
A couple spots in there, and close to that takedown to go up again, and it was one of those where we knew it was going to be that kind of match. We just thought we'd find a way to win it because they wrestled the same kind of match last week, and we thought we'd find that win, and man, we were close. Yep.
At 150 pounds, Mason Tritz, he finishes in third place and does not advance as well. Just got a little outpowered a little bit, I think.
Well, it was a pretty deep weight class. The Pitchler kid that he wrestled in the end here was very good. The Zanton kid's undefeated yet. He's very good. Those are top right now. They're both ranked in the top 8 in the state. And, so we were in a weight where, that first match he won against Pfeiffer, that was a match that could have gone either way. We win that one. He beat the Ellish kid from Holman that he'd lost to previously. And I thought he had a pretty good day. Just, we ran into a couple guys that just a little bit better, at least at this point. So.
Right. 215-pounder Grayson Reimer finishing in third place, not qualifying, but again, ends his tournament on a winning note, sets him up for the team tournament.
Yeah, and actually a really deep weight class. That top 4 at that weight was pretty good. That Madison Memorial guy he beat for third was a very good wrestler. He took Jesus Gonzalez pretty late in that semifinal match, and Grayson got that takedown. And that was a tough way to lose that semifinal to
Right.
Smith, but it probably was the right call. We were trying to avoid that takedown heading out of bounds, and they don't always call that. You have to take a gamble, to try to not give up that takedown. But one other guy that didn't qualify was Jack Ackerman.
Jack Ackerman.
And I thought he wrestled outstanding. Just didn't finish a couple spots where he didn't quite know. We had a 7-3 lead, and then just kind of hung his head and got caught in that headlock. From being on top, and then got himself back out of that mess, and then got back on top. And then just had to give up to 1, not to 2, and he just, just freshman mistakes that he's still making. But, that kid ended up third, and, so we're right there with the best guys in this bracket. And as a freshman, I thought, he's had a real good end of the year for us, and we're going to need him at Team State to, win a couple matches down there.
Now your qualifiers, 106-pounder Deegan Armagast, champion at 106 pounds. That was a really nice tournament.
Yeah, we ended up winning that semis against the Baraboo kid, and wrestled really well. And then obviously the Holman kid Needham forfeited. It was a match that we had last Tuesday or on Tuesday, right. And they were just trying to follow us down there. Right. And he wrestled a really good tournament, and now we're going down as a champion. We'll see where he gets seated, but he's the kind of guy that can be on the podium down there.
120-pounder Landon Freeman, champion again. 3 very good, tough matches to get into the finals. Puts it away with an 8-3.
He's wrestling better than he has his entire career right now. Hasn't had the best year. At times he's lost some matches we didn't think he'd lose, and then all of a sudden now he's beating guys that probably, would have been favored a couple weeks ago, and he's, beating them guys 2 times in a row. So I guess we're not underdog anymore, right. And I'm really proud of how he's kind of managed the season when it wasn't going the way he wanted to. He just worked harder and improved, and man, he is wrestling well right now.
126-pounder, one of your hammers, Carter Freeman. He puts together one heck of a tournament, beats the number 2 ranked kid who beat him earlier in the year, 8-7 for a championship.
Yeah, they're at 2-1 now, so that actually got us a seed down at state tournament. We should be the number 1 seed at state tournament. That was a huge match to win, it's never going to be an easy match when those 2 wrestle. It's going to be an exciting match, and 8-7, 8-3, doesn't matter. We got the win, and I think we're going to be a number 1 seed in the state tournament.
157-pounder Bennett Weidman qualifies as a second place. Got hurt in the finals match there. Just, hurt the kneecap there, and toughed it out. He was limping around a little bit, but then got a little tape job and a little rest and came back in true Rapids wrestling fashion, got it out of 10-4 destroying of Walter.
Yeah, it was one of them where we thought we were going to be a champion and got, injured out there and then wrestled through it and then come back to qualify. And on top of being, getting hurt, he's been sick. He's just not 100%. And by next week and the week after, we're going to be wrestling a lot better. And who knows, maybe in the end we get a better seed by coming in, not being a sectional champ because, there's one guy at that weight that's the man to beat. And we end up on the opposite side of him, we can get to the finals.
175-pounder, Mark Jeske, again, senior wrestling really well. He comes out, gets in the wrestlebacks after getting beat, and then a 15-8 decision.
Yeah, he's a guy who, as a sophomore was pretty average, lost a lot of matches. And last year he'd lose matches that we thought he should win. And he's put together an awful good season this year. And the emotion, that's the first time I've ever seen him emotional when he felt, he come off the mat and just so happy. He keeps a lot of stuff inside, and that we made that match a little harder. They kind of a rough call there in that takedown.
There's been a few rough calls.
Yeah, there's been a couple. Yeah, like getting called with Lennon when we're in on a leg, taking him down, got called for stalling. But
I didn't see what some of these officials, and it seemed to be the same one or two all the time.
They were pretty inexperienced, it seemed like. But I'm just really happy for Mark, though. That he found a way to get to Madison 2 times. Now he's in there 2 weeks in a row. So and he's been a huge part of our team doing well, and just an awesome thing for him. So
190-pounder Kyler Tritz avenges the loss to Delio that caught him when he was ahead 7-2 and pinned him. And that match, I'm sure he was looking forward to getting back to, puts him away 3-0.
Yeah, just stayed out of the ties and just wrestled smart. We didn't need team points today. We needed to win matches. And I thought he wrestled great. We had a kid that was 33-2 in the semis or whatever he was. And, got taken down early and kept wrestling and put that guy away too. So I'm really proud of Kai. He battles, every once in a while, coming back from that loss last week, battled through it, and I'm just really proud of him being a sectional champion today, and I look forward to seeing how high he sits on the podium because he's going to be on the podium down there.
285-pounder Tanner Gormanson, again, in a big weight class with some big guys that can wrestle, and Tanner not the biggest of the bunch in that group, but he comes back in a wrestleback against the Zweifel was only 3 losses coming in, and Gormanson pins him.
Oh, yeah. That match with Brennan was huge, too. We beat Brennan now 3 out of 4 times, and we lost one last week, and, he wasn't healthy. He was sick, and he rolled that ankle, and, we kind of coaxed him through that one last week, and he's put together an awful good week. We got caught in that darn headlock by Wanakee kid, but, we thought all along that he could wrestle in the state tournament. Really did, and he had some down moments here this season, and I thought he put together a pretty good, Tuesday night and Saturday here to get him and us down to the state tournament, and pretty excited for him, and we're sitting in a pretty good spot heading down there.
Yeah, plans for this coming week now. What are we going to do here? Clean up some things, get a little break, heal up. What are we going to do?
Well, we got to take tomorrow.
All of the above.
Yeah, we take tomorrow off. We took Wednesday off, and then we need to take another day off here, so take tomorrow off. I got put together a bunch of plans, hotel rooms and tickets, and I got a lot of that stuff done already, but we just got to kind of shore that stuff up. And then, we got 2 different practices. Guys that aren't wrestling this weekend are going to have some hard practices because we can't lose our endurance. We can't lose our edge. Guys wrestling in the tournament, we're going to have to heal up a little on Monday, have a decent practice on Tuesday, and then Wednesday be pretty light, and the other guys will go hard. And we're taking a whole crew down to Madison, and the guys that didn't qualify are going to practice about 6:30 a.m., maybe 6 a.m. on Thursday. And they're going to practice on Friday, and they're going to practice on Saturday. Whether you're wrestling in Madison on Kohl Center floor, you're going to be wrestling somewhere if you're on our team. And so we got a lot of work to do. We got goals that are unfinished. We got guys to get on the podium, and we got a team to put on a podium as well 2 weeks from now. So, yeah, it's going to be a good week. We're excited.
Coach, congratulations again. Thank you very much for stopping by, giving us your impressions, and getting the team down to the team state tournament and representing 7 individuals in the individual side. For Craig Tim, giving you the best seats in the house on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Joyce Bennett's giving us all the stats. My name is Scott Tesch for head coach Scott Bennett. We'll bring you those tournaments when we return on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.